What is also astonishing is that Gandhi's views on education were such that he believed that there's no need to teach physics, no need to teach chemistry, none of the sciences. Even history was not necessary because history was a cooked up affair used by the British to foment disputes between Hindus and Muslims. So what should be taught? He was of the view that there should be moral teachings in school. Moral science should be the primary thing that is taught in schools. So in that sense, he was not very different from the Taliban. When I was in Afghanistan, I remembered Gandhi because Gandhi was a past master at negotiation. That was part of genius Gandhi, that he could bring warring sides to agreement. He could hammer out a compromise. Even during the time he was a lawyer, in most of his cases, he did not win his cases, but he brought both the sides together and he hammered out a compromise. So I thought of Gandhi in all these difficult negotiations when I was working with UN peacekeeping missions. But I also thought of Gandhi when I had dealings with the Taliban in Afghanistan, because you see, the Taliban did not believe in education. They believed only in moral education, which they thought was all exemplified in the Quran. They did not want the sciences to be taught. They were against vaccination. I was involved for some time with some health programs, and the Taliban resisted them. We wanted to give some gynecological assistance to some of the women in the tribal areas. And the tribal elders, they stood up and they said, no, we will not allow our women to be examined. And we said, the woman may die. This will save her life. And they said, a bit like Gandhi, it's better if she dies, but we don't want her to be examined. We don't want any medical intervention. There was strong resistance to vaccination programs, to immunization. All those things had to be overcome. And I couldn't help but think that based on what the Mahatma wrote in Hind Swaraj, he would have actually supported the Taliban in these archaic, medieval, patriarchal views. One of Gandhi's helpers, his grandniece Manu, she wanted to study further. So she told the Mahatma, I want to go to a city in what is now Pakistan to pick up a qualification. The Mahatma said, why do you want to go there? This is all nonsense. You stay with me and work here. There's no need for you to go and pick up a qualification. These qualifications are useless. She wanted to learn English. The Mahatma himself could speak and write beautifully, elegantly in English, but he didn't want his grandniece. And he writes in Hind Swaraj, there is no need for Indians to be learning English. His son wanted to dress up well, like Gandhi himself used to. When Gandhi was a barrister in London, he used to dress up very fashionably. He used to wear the latest clothes tailored in Bond Street. In fact, he once wrote to his brother saying that my clothes are very good, but I need a gold watch to hang the way the English gentleman used to do. As a lawyer, that'll look nice. And the brother scraped up the money and sent it to him. So Gandhi had all these obsessions about dressing very well. This was later Gandhi. But later Gandhi could not understand that other people, they also wanted to dress up well. He was furious at his son when he wanted to put on westernized clothing. He was angry with Manu because she wanted to do formal studies and pick up a qualification. Was that so wrong, really? Wasn't he imposing his will, his mature mind against a young girl? What chance did she have? So, not only in political arena was Gandhi a bit of a dictator, within his family also he was a dictator. And all this is reflected in the writings in Hind Swaraj, where he says all the rich people should give up their factories and start to spin handloom. All the lawyers should resign, all the judges should resign, all the doctors should resign. In fact, he didn't have much of a high regard for doctors. He said the quacks, they are much better than the doctors. And doctors should all resign. Engineers should all resign. But if all these people resign, Mahatma Gandhi ji, what are they going to do? Are they all going to just be spinning cloth? He really didn't have any alternatives. So the Hind Swaraj is a diatribe against any kind of modernization, any kind of industry, the trains, but it's also full of contradictions because Gandhi himself used trains, Gandhi himself used some machinery, he used a watch. He lived simply, but he tried to impose that simplicity on other people. He didn't believe in live and let live. I think we should have across the nation a fulsome discussion of Gandhiji's contributions. We should not consider him to be a saint, neither should we consider him to be a sinner. As Oscar Wilde famously wrote, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Gandhi was neither saint nor sinner.